Oh my god. I clicked the thing. I have clicked the thing. Hey guys, it's Possibly 6 and I'm live streaming again. Why? Cuz why not? Um yeah, I'm bored. It's Saturday. I'm home alone, got nothing to do. Figured why not? And yeah. So, how was everyone's day today? Let's see. Uh hell. Just going to do this. Oh, hey Ryan, what's up? Uh, by the way, is my sound okay? Like, I have my fan at full blast right now, so I'm not sure if the audio is okay. Baseball's a Fury. How are we doing today? First time you're here. I sound good. Okay, thank you. Hold on, I gotta share this stuff really quick. And all right, I think I'm all right. Well, yep, I got nothing better to do, so kind of shoot the shit with people. Probably be on here for maybe a half hour, maybe an hour. Depends on how many people we're gonna be have going in here. So, um, I went to the record store yesterday. I got a couple CDs. One of them was actually released this year. That I was unaware, and yeah, it's a interesting album to say the least. How did the Cardinals lose like that? I don't know, dude. I don't. I really haven't paid attention to them. The Cardinals, this might be like an unpopular opinion because of like the comparisons. I feel like the Cardinals are the Pittsburgh Steelers of the MLB, considering one, they haven't won a playoff game since what, 2013? Because that was the last time they went to the World Series. And two, we played on the competition, somehow have a winning record, and we get blown out in the first round. Like it makes no damn sense. Like I went to the Cardinal game at the beginning of May, and we played against the White Sox, who were one of the worst teams of the league. We somehow tied it 4-4. We had a rain delay, and in the end, we lost. And we had bases loaded. We had two outs, and yet we still lost. And I'm like, oh, that's great. And it doesn't make it any better that one, I was sick, and I ended up going to the Priest concert literally the day later. So, or yeah, the day after. Oh, 2020 was the last time they won a playoff game. I honestly forgot. I forgot they were even in the playoffs in 2020. But then again, it's 2020 was a difficult time for a lot of people. So, yeah. I don't really watch baseball anymore. I don't really pay attention to it. I'm more into football, honestly. But yeah, but I mean, I'll watch baseball here and there. So who they even beat in the playoffs? I yeah, I thought they were. I can't remember who they won against. I couldn't even tell you. Ooh, that felt good. Since 2013, they won playoff games in 2014, 15, 19, and 2020. They made the playoffs in 21 and 22, but never won a game. Yeah, I do know those the last two. They did win in 2019. Again, that's how much I paid attention to them. So, I mean, I do remember. I do know the last thing that won a World Series was 2011, and I was 8 when that happened, and that was one of the best days of my life, especially Game 6 with David Freese. That man will forever be a legend. They won a playoff game against the Padres. Oh wow, I didn't know that. I did not know that. The Padres kind of turned themselves around in the past couple of years. Like they were like very mediocre, and now they're starting to look like World Series contenders as the years have gone on. I could say the same with the Orioles too, which is weird because I feel like the Orioles have never really been playoff contenders. Which is saying a lot. Dodgers, they've been a little bit lately. Astros, they were trying to make a dynasty, but they've been kind of off and on. Um, the Rays, they shockingly went into the World Series in 2020, but they lost. Um, Phillies are trying to turn themselves around a little bit. I would like to see Bryce Harper get a ring. Personally, even though he's had his temper tantrum moments, but he seemed to mellow out as time's gone on. Um, I like that the Rangers finally won. Um, because I've always had that mentality of no matter if I don't like the team or not, every team, like no matter if it's like football, baseball, soccer, you know, uh, basketball or hockey, if your team hasn't won a championship, I feel like they deserve it. I feel like every team in some capacity deserves to win a championship, especially like teams that have never won one before. 2006 makes me sad. You guys killed us. Oh, you're a Tigers fan. Oh, I'm so sorry for you, bud. That is that's sad. But hey, look on the bright side. You have the Lions to look forward to now. Even though they should have went to the Super Bowl this past year, but that's besides the point. That game still kind of pissed me off to no end. Even though I'm not a fan of the Tigers, I've always respected Miguel Cabrera. I've always had a love for that guy. I'm trying to think of other teams. Oakland, they're now going to be in Vegas, which is further proof that Oakland can have nice things. I'm trying to see. Yankees are just having a complete come apart. They're having a They've had a disastrous couple of years, and no one feels bad about them. Kind of like how New England, how the Patriots have been lately. They've been terrible the past couple of years, and we don't feel bad for them because they ruled the NFL for 20 years with Plastic Man under center. Trying to think. Yeah, who knew the Lions would be the first one of our teams to be good again? LOL. Yeah. To be fair, you guys did kind of have a pretty kind of a light schedule, I guess you could say. I didn't think you guys would have gotten like 10 wins, let alone what? Uh, did you guys get 10 wins? Yeah. Yeah, I think you guys went 10-6 that year, last year. But yeah, I mean, there's hope. There's hope in Detroit, which I am forever thankful for because you guys have one of the best rosters in the NFL, and by one of the best, I mean top 5, top 10, arguably top 5. The only thing that really weighed you down last year was your defense. Like your front, like your defensive line, spectacular. One of the best defensive lines of the entire year. But man, your secondary was bad. You got Teron Arnold, so you guys should be okay. Oh yeah, you guys went 12-5, and we did beat some good teams. Yeah, you guys did. You beat Kansas City. You beat the Chiefs in the first game of the season, which shocked the hell out of me. Um, oh man, I'm trying to think of who else. Detroit, like a really good team that they beat. Because you guys did play some pretty mediocre teams, but yeah, you guys did struggle in some games where y'all should have won. Um, man, I'm trying to think. Besides Kansas City, uh, trying to think of like AFC teams, AFC. You guys should have won against Dallas, but the refs fucked you. Um, you guys could have won against Seattle. In all honesty, um, honestly, you guys should have went 12-4. If I'm gonna be completely honest, y'all could have won 12-4, or not 12-4, 14-2. My bad, 14-2 or 14-3 even. They beat the Bucks, Rams, Packers, and Cowboys. Asterisk as well, and probably should have beaten the Niners, Seahawks. Oh yeah, big time. Like Seattle, I don't know what's up with you guys in Seattle, but you guys always had a back and forth. Like last year, you guys were going toe to toe with Seattle, which that was absolutely insane. Bucks, yeah, you beat a pretty good defense. Rams, even though they probably shouldn't win in all honesty, because um they were just pretty mediocre for lack of a better word. I don't think they're really going to make any noise considering Aaron Donald's finally retired. I think this is going to be Stafford's last year. Green Bay, I mean, you blew them out the first game. Second game, I don't know what the hell happened. I honestly don't know what happened there. Um, you lost to the Bears, which that was pretty rough. Yeah, you guys should have won against the Niners. That I don't know what the hell happened. Like, it wasn't the fact that Campbell's play calling was bad. It's just the fact that just take the points. Take the points. You were in field goal range. Take the points. Even though you should have tried to go for a touchdown when you're at the 2 yard line and you kick the field goal, it's just like that was rough. That was pretty bad. Your schedule is going to be a little bit tougher this year, I think. I think you guys have what, the 16th hardest schedule? I think yours are somewhere in the middle. So, and it also depends on how the NFC is, because NFC is starting to look a little bit weaker in my opinion, because the NFC East, it's really just going to be the Cowboys or the Eagles. NFC North, I mean, that's going to be kind of a tough division because the Bears were making moves. Green Bay is going to be making some moves because they're a young and hungry team. Detroit's a fan favorite. Minnesota is going to struggle for a couple years, considering they lost Kirk Cousins and Danielle Hunter. They lost quite a bit of pieces. Not to mention Jordan Addison got arrested again. So good job, and not to mention you guys tragically lost. I think a corner for Morgan who didn't even have a chance to see the field, Kyrie Jackson, which that was absolutely brutal. That's a terrible way to go. Let's see. NFC South is a complete dumpster fire. That division is trash. It's fucking horrible. And NFC West, that's mainly just been the Niners division for a couple years. I could see Seattle making some decent moves. Um, I mean, the Cardinals could do something, but they're not really making any noise. They'll probably, if most, they'll probably go maybe 6 or 7-11, or maybe 6-10 because they're having 2 bye weeks. And the Rams, I just think are going to downgrade. So, I mean, who knows? You guys might be able to take the number 1 seed, which was didn't have the has Detroit ever won the number 1 seed? I honestly don't know. I don't know. Oh man, man, oh man, oh man. Dun 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 dun. Oh man, what to do? What to think? Oh yeah, college football. College football, and that's gonna be coming up. Um, yeah, I don't know really what to talk about per se. Again, this stream might not go for too long. Just kind of wanted to do something because I'm bored. I have nothing to do. Family's out of town. I gotta take care of my aunt's dog this week, so that's gonna be fun. And I gotta take care of mine as well, so that's also fun. Let's see. I listened to the new Deep Purple album. That was really good. I'm gonna be doing an my immolation ranking here soon. That one might take me honestly if things go my way, which that's probably slim to none. I could probably get that done in about a month. In all honesty, and I would love to talk about to Close to a World Below. Let's see. After that, I got Celtic Frost, which that's probably going to be a short ranking because I'm really going to be talking about 5 albums. I'm not going to be talking about the Emperor's Return or Morbid Tales EP. So, um, yeah, I don't know what to really don't know what to really talk about. Um, really just talking to myself because there's no one here. Um, well, football live streams are going to be coming back. NFL videos are going to be talking about mainly once training camp and before the season starts, or like training camp and preseason. I will get my final thoughts on everything that's going to happen with every team. Um, and then I'll give my predictions on like the teams themselves and the scheduling coming up. The Sunday night football schedule is really interesting. Curious to see how that's going to turn out. Like week one's looking really fascinating because you got Ravens Chiefs, which is going to be good, which hopefully is going to be good. Packers and Eagles in Brazil is going to be interesting. I know Detroit's taking on the Rams on Sunday night, and what was Monday night? Monday night is San Fran and the Jets. And yeah, I'm curious to see how Rodgers is going to be and all that stuff. So yeah, that's basically it. So I'll probably be here for maybe about 5 more minutes, and then if no one shows up, I'll end the stream here. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Oh man. Oh lordy, lordy, loo. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. Well, I've been here for 20 minutes and got nothing really going on, so I'll probably just end the stream here since um got nothing really to talk about per se. I don't know. It feels like there's not really to talk about, like maybe sports wise, like mainly NFL wise. I think Shaq Barrett and Kenyon Drake, they retired. So I mean that's cool. Hey, me Metal Mike, how's it going, my good sir? Got home from your trip. How was Ohio? You went to Ohio, right? Yeah, yeah, you did. You went to the what was it, the Pro Football Hall of Fame? I think that's where it's at. Yeah. Loving the new Equals One Deep Purple album. Oh yeah, that was a great album. For a band that's been around since the late 60s and yet still cranking out good material. That's just further proof that you age is just a number. Um unless you're Grizzly Smith, but that's besides the point. Football and Rock Hall of Fame both, yeah. Oh yeah, yeah, you did show that. Yeah, that looked pretty cool. What was that Lombardi trophy? Well, was that like the original Vince Lombardi trophy, or what was that about? Actually, that just reminded me. Speaking of which, Lawrence Taylor, he got arrested because he wouldn't tell people that, or he went to some kind of god, what was it? He had like um shit, what was it? He got like some sort of violation or something like that. And he wouldn't tell someone that, or tell like one of the staff members about his like court lawsuit that he had or something like that, like way back. So he got arrested for that. I saw Biggie in Cleveland at the Guardians baseball game. He threw out the first pitch, and then he was in the stadium. I got to meet him, but did not ask to get pictures out of respect. Good job. That's cool. That's really cool. It was the Chiefs Lombardi Trophy. Gotcha. Nice. You got to see Big E. That's a pretty big deal right there. Pun unintended. Man, that's. I was shocked he hasn't announced his retirement yet, but he's pretty much retired. I don't see him coming back into the ring, unfortunately. He had a good career. He really did. I wish they would have booked his WWE title reign a little bit better, but we kind of knew he was sort of a long transitional champion in the outset of things. But good career, multiple tag champion, intercontinental champion, WWE champion. Like he was a big deal. Biggie is such fun. I only asked two questions. What was your favorite video games growing up, and what was your Mount Rushmore or Dream Mount Rushmore match? He said Mario Brothers 2 and Randy Savage. There you go. Good old Macho Man. Ooh yeah, yeah, that's right. Cup of coffee. Yeah, spring chicken. I can't really do a good Macho Man. Uh, uh, Vince Savage impersonation. I can try to do Vince McMahon. Well, hey there, pal. Damn it, such good shit. Look at all that beef. Ah, damn it. Hell. Well. What's there really else to talk about? So, what do you guys want to talk about? How stupid my neck tattoo is? That was a decision of all time, Cody. Oh, speaking of which, by the way, um, to everyone that is, how would you book Eve versus Savage? Oh God, you're asking the wrong person. You'll have to ask Scott about that. Um, oh man, I don't know who the heel would be. I mean, you could probably have Savage be a heel because Big E is so likable, but at the same time, I don't know. You could probably be where it's a George Animal Steel type of ordeal, without going after Elizabeth and all that stuff. Um, Gee, I don't know, man. I'm not really good when it comes to like booking matches per se. So I'm not because I'm not really the expertise, if you will. SummerSlam. Do we see Roman or Jimmy returning? I could see Roman returning. Jimmy, I don't know. Roman has the aura. Like he's got that like presence in the room. Like nothing against Solo and the New Bloodline. They're doing as good as they can, but when Roman and Jimmy and Jay were having had the Bloodline, it felt like a commanding presence. With Solo, it's like it's missing something. Like nothing against what they're doing. I think they're still doing a really damn good job, and I love seeing Jacob Fatu. He is no words can describe how unbelievably athletic that man is for that size. And God, Tamatonga, Tangaloa, they're good. I love their stuff in New Japan. And Hikuleo is going to be coming to the company. It's basically confirmed at this point. So I could see Roman. I could see Roman returning probably when a beatdown happens, or he might join them and then swerve, like pull Swerve Bro and do that. I could see them doing that. Like they could do a couple things when Roman comes back, but honestly, after Mania, I thought Roman was basically going to retire and go to Hollywood because what else can he do? Like, yeah, he can have that dream match with Rock, but it felt like that was like maybe 5, 6 years too late. Big E is a heel with Xavier Woods as manager. That could be kind of like a Jimmy Hart situation where when they were heels and they had the trombone, it was really annoying, but it got really over pretty quickly. Does Roman go full babyface? No, I wouldn't have Roman go babyface. Honestly, I would have Roman go as a tweener. Because what you can do, like you can have Roman just be a badass. Like he's not. What they can do, what I think they should do, at least in my opinion, they could have Roman not care about anyone else, but basically destroy the bloodline, destroy what he create in a way. So you can have that. Land in the ordinary. LTO. Hi, how's it going? Does Jay reluctantly join back with Roman? I mean, for continuity purposes, sure. Um, they can do that maybe for War Games. Roman J. Cody versus Solo, Tama, and Jacob. I don't know about Cody. What they can do, if you're going to do War Games, here's who I think is going to be the participants: Jacob Fatu, Gorillas of Destiny, and Solo against Roman, the Usos, and Sami Zayn. Right there. If you want to throw in 5, maybe you can do Cody if you want and have Hikuleo be part of it. I have a feeling The Rock's gonna have some kind of he's gonna be pulling some strings. I feel like he's gonna be pulling some strings, and then we're eventually gonna get the match at Mania. If Rock is if Rock is willing to come back, of course, if he's like done with Hollywood. So you have that. And another thing too about the bloodline, all that stuff. People are saying, "Oh, it's get repetitive." It's like, folks, they were doing this with Roman and the Usos. People were complaining about them. Why are you complaining about it now? It just, I don't get it. Wrestling fans are hypocritical as fuck sometimes. What else with WWE? Joe Hendry's been showing up. He's been one of the better things of NXT. And can I say his theme is so catchy, it's kind of damn. Anyways, his theme is so catchy, it's kind of annoying. It's annoyingly catchy. Like, it shouldn't be as like hooky as it is, but yet it is. It makes no sense. Oh man. But yeah, he's been showing up. I've been hearing people say Sami Zayn is Sammy Hogan, which that's a really bad comparison because at least Sammy's a good guy outside the ring. And people are like, "Oh well, he pinned Braun Breaker clean. He buried him." Folks, do people even know what buried is at this point? Jesus Christ. Braun can take a pin and still look good. God damn. I see that stuff happen on Twitter all the damn time. It's like, shut the hell up. You don't know wrestling, obviously. And this is coming from someone who doesn't really watch wrestling nowadays. But let's get to the point where it's like, Jesus H. Christ, people. That's not burying someone. If Sammy was to no-sell all of Braun's stuff, okay, yeah, that's one thing. But he was selling fine for Breaker. What was wrong with that? What's wrong with storytelling? That's what they were doing. They were telling a story. And they had a pretty good match at Money in the Bank. And that's eventually going to get Braun a little more heated to the point where he's going to get a rematch against Sami and win the Intercontinental Championship. So yeah, that's been going on. The Wyatt Six, that's been interesting to say the least. Chad Gable's now with the Creeds. That's a smart move in my opinion. I'm trying to think of what else. Rhea Ripley return. Yes, please. We all love mommy. Her and Liv's probably gonna be a pretty damn good match. I will say at SummerSlam. Trying to think. Judgment Day won the tag titles back. I honestly forgot the tag titles were even on Awesome Truth. Trying to think of what else. Man, what else? What else is there? I'm like talking about like Raw wise. Nothing really too much, honestly. Priest versus Gunther. That should be a pretty solid match. There's no really big story going into it because they don't really have any chemistry. And Gunther really hasn't been as prevalent lately, but he's winning the title. If they don't put the title on him, then I don't know what they're doing, honestly. Punk and Drew, that's going to be fucking phenomenal if done right, which I think they'll be able to get away with it. That's been one of the most heated programs in WWE in quite a while. Like that's been some good shit. I think that's all that's really for Raw right now. SmackDown's been kind of eh. I haven't really been paying too much attention to it. It's just been kind of a their show in all honesty. We're getting Logan Paul and LA Knight. That should be a pretty solid match for the US title. Nia Jax, yay, she's taking on Bailey. Tiffany Stratton won Money in the Bank. She might cash in. I could see her cashing in at SummerSlam. Um, trying to think. DIY won the tag titles, which okay, cool. And that's mainly been it. There's not really else really too going on with WWE as of late that I've been paying attention to. Ethan Page won the NXT title because why not? Obafemi, you need to look out for that guy. That guy, he's what, in his early 20s? I think it's like a year older or two than me. Holy shit, if that guy gets more polish and has a little more seasoning on him, that dude's going to be that guy's going to be a star in the making. I could see him going to Raw. Easily going to Raw. Is Joe Hendry going to sign with WWE? I don't see why not. They've been teasing him. The Rascals are back. What's his nuts? Zachary Wentz, he's back. I didn't think he was going to come back after that whole controversy with Kimberly, where Kimberly is a fucking nut job. And yeah, Wentz kind of, fucked up by having that gas mask on and all that stupid shit. And making a Hitler joke. Poor taste, really poor taste. But hopefully that kind of cleaned up his act. It was nice seeing the Rascals back, in all honesty. How long before Matt Hardy shows back in WWE for one final time? Dude, both Hardys need to hang. They should have hung it up at least 7 years ago. They can't do it anymore. It's honestly depressing to see them wrestle. Like I'm shocked Matt's able to walk, because if you've seen his time in AEW, you understand why. I'm surprised Jeff's able to walk after all the shit and bumps that he's took. If they're coming back to WWE, it's most likely going to be in the Hall of Fame. So when will we see Joe Gacy get interviewed by Uncle Howdy? That's probably going to be sooner than later, honestly. Probably in a couple weeks, but they're having this thing with Chad Gable and the Creed, so probably not yet. So yeah, that's with WWE. What's happening down in Jacksonville? Holy fuck, AEW, you are fucking terrible. Suffice to say, look, I didn't want to go on a tantrum about them, but oh my god, what the fuck's going on with that company? Uncle Howdy versus Chad. Well, we know who's getting the L's. Chad, sorry, you have Howdy win his first match. I honestly don't think if Uncle Howdy's really going to be wrestling. That's more of a personality disorder more than an actual gimmick, in a way. I can see them kind of doing that. Kind of like with the Fiend in a way. So, yeah, they have that. Yeah, going to AEW. Honestly, the show, it's a fucking train wreck. It really, really, really is. Like, the pay-per-views have been fucking horrible. They have, and before everyone says, "Oh, you're just saying it because you're a WWE fan," folks, I criticize WWE as much as I did AEW. So, take that. The product has been bad. It's been very, very, very dire. Very dire. The attendance have been horrible. It is 1999 through 2001 levels of WCW bad. It is horrible. I once saw on WrestleTix Twitter, which is pretty good. Follow them honestly. For sorry. For like ticket distributions, they couldn't even sell 1,000 tickets, let alone 800 for like a 1,500 seat venue. That's kind of bad. They're trying to sell out these big arenas. They can't even sell out a fucking quarter of it. It is terrible, dude. It's bad. It's really, really, really bad. Now, for Forbidden Door, they managed to get more seats, but only half of the section is actually full, and the other half is just like, oh no. It's terrible. It's bad. And another thing with AEW, stop making long fucking shows. My God. AEW is basically WCW after NWO after the boom period. Yeah, that's 100% true. They're like that all-in footage was their finger poke of doom. That is what really started to kill the company at this point. It's bad, dude. It's really bad. You have a lot of talents that I really do like on the show. That mean absolutely nothing. Like, where's Wardlow at? Where's Ricky Starks? What happened to Action Andretti? You know, like, what the hell happened? Honestly. It's honestly kind of I don't even know what to say. I honestly don't know what to say. It's a joke. It's an actual joke. You have Swerve, who is the AEW World Champion. I completely forgot he was even the World Champion. Yeah, have no idea. No idea. This is why New Japan, WWE, and Impact are better product over AEW because Tony Khan has become his worst nightmare. Vince McMahon incarnate in terms of just bad booking. Oh yeah, yeah, I can agree with that. At least with Vince, like in the 2000s, they were on a complete roll. Like they could literally just shit in the ring and have like more ratings than what WCW was doing. I haven't seen New Japan. I honestly haven't cared for it in about 5 years. I don't really care about Impact anymore because honestly, Impact's gotten worse. Like ever since they canned more, like their product's been pretty bad. Honestly, like it's been pretty bad. Motor City Machine Guns, they're actually they're about to go into WWE, which granted, yeah, it might be 5 years too late, but hey, better late than never, I guess. But yeah, AEW, yeah, it's a fucking dumpster fire. Like they legitimately had a segment for like the Owen Hart tournament. They had Darby Allin come down with a harness, with Martha Hart present on the show. Like I don't care if Martha signed off on it or not. That's bad taste, if you ask me. Tony Khan has become the new Vince McMahon. Well, I mean, without the allegations, but in terms of booking and business wise, yeah, I can see that. That dude has no fucking clue how to run a show. Ever since Punk got fired, the company, even during that, even before that, the company was in shambles. Like it's just been horrible. Like Double or Nothing was fucking trash, if you ask me. Like that main event was one of the worst main events I've ever seen ever. Like I used to like Darby Allin. Now I think he's just a fucking moron who doesn't care about his body. He got hit by a bus. broke his nose, has a broken leg, and yet he got hung upside down on a harness with Martha Hart on the show and got super kicked by a thumbtack shoe. Great. Also, you made Okada a fucking joke, so good job there. You made one of the best professional wrestlers in the past 20 years a joke. You gave him the Continental Championship, which means literally fuck all. MJF has that championship now, which have fun trying to give that championship credibility. I didn't see the match between MJF and Ospreay, and honestly, I don't really care because when Ospreay actually can wrestle, he's actually not bad, but he's just too busy doing flip to do that shit. And MJF, if he didn't resign, that company would have been the final nail in the coffin for them. But honestly, I don't see AEW lasting for another 2 years. I don't see it happening. Man, I'm even trying to think. It's just no one cares. Like, what the fuck is Chris Jericho still on the show? Name one thing that Jericho has actually done that's actually benefited the company. Nothing? Didn't think so. Oh, but he pushed Ricky Starks. Where's Ricky Starks been? Oh, he put Action Andretti over. Where's Action Andretti? I'm convinced Jericho has an ego and he has politics. I'm fully convinced. Because he is so goddamn hypocritical because it's funny how he talks about how WCW, all the old guys were at the top and the new guys were on the bottom. Like Hogan and Flair and all that stuff, they were always on top and he would get pissed about it. But yet, about 20, 30 years later, he's trying to make himself a top guy. And he's pushing down all the younger guys. Good job, Chris. Idiot. God damn it, Barry. Could have seemed to be with AEW was going to be his big baby face. Oh, could have seemed to with AEW was going to be his baby, and Tony Khan got his fingers on the power and made Cody leave with bad blood in his mouth, and then just being even bigger in WWE again. Yeah, essentially. Like there was a power struggle, and I again, power struggles are going to happen no matter what. If it's in wrestling, sports in general, corporations, companies, whatever. Power struggles are bound to happen. But at the same time, it's kind of like, dude, they need a fresh restart. They do. And they attacked Tony Khan, and what did that do? It gave us nothing but memes. Because even Shaq Khan looked done. He was like, what the fuck is this? It's just stupid. It's stupid. It pisses me off because I know there's really good talent on that show, but my god, it is an atrocious company. It really is. So, well, it's 6:30. I'm actually starting to get hungry, so I'm gonna go get me some food, and I've been on for just about an hour. So, yeah, looks like everybody's all left. So I'm gonna end the stream here. So hope you guys enjoyed the stream. If you guys did, make sure you guys leave a like, leave a comment, tap that subscribe button, tap the bell so when I upload, you guys will be notified. Yeah, keep an eye lookout for some, album reviews, rankings, collection updates, all that sweet jazz. So yeah, and as always, make sure to join the herd. I'll talk to you guys next one. Peace out.